This is Breakfast at 6:41, whether you're listening to us on the radio, watching us on TV. It's very good to have you with us today.
Yes, good morning to you. We're going to take you through some of the front pages now. And thousands of activists took to London yesterday and they're staying for a few days. Now, does that make your blood boil? Or are you filled with empathy? There's a great picture today on the front of the Times showing environmental activists protesting in Parliament Square yesterday. Have we got that picture? If not, I'll show it to you. It's these lovely lovely outfits, I must say. These ladies in Parliament Square. A little bit to my left over
there. There you go.
Does that work for you? There you go. So, holding their fists up defiantly there in Parliament Square, all draped in red.
Yes.
It's a good picture.
Now, the Mail this morning showing an £8 billion mansion. It can't be.
£8 billion.
Billion? I mean, heck, that belongs to a UK-based Russian oligarch. Friends of his, you want to be friends, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So he spends a lot of time in his cinema room and loves reading novels. That's about £8 billion on a house. Expect it to be bigger than that for £8 billion quid.
Yeah, we're sure it's not million?
No, it says billion down there.
Wow. Where is it? That's what I'd want to know. It must be a good postcode. You'd hope so, for £8 billion.
Let's have solid gold toilets for that price.
Must be something like that. I wouldn't mind. I'd be friends with him to go to a house party, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. I wonder what the goodie bags are like.
Yeah. The Sun shows Prince Harry on their front page. They say he's homesick and desperate to attend the coronation next month.
Well, he is coming.
He is now. We finally know that, but not with his wife or his children.
It's interesting because it always makes headlines, doesn't it? This on the Mail this morning, a picture of the Queen, the late Queen, with some of her grandchildren, not all, it's worth pointing out, but some of her grandchildren. And apparently the Princess of Wales, as she now is, took this, I think. It's interesting because the Queen, it looks like a snapshot, doesn't it? Because everyone's smiling apart from the Queen, who looks slightly sort of, well, not perturbed, but, you know, it's...
She looks older in that photo, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
The photos we've seen of her.
But it's nice, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like an ordinary shot.
Yeah, it does look like a real family photo, doesn't it? It made me realise how much I missed her, actually, looking at that photo.
It's hard to... sometimes you forget she isn't actually here anymore.
I know, and then you see things like that and it brings it home, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let us know what you make of that picture, gbnews@gbnews.uk.
Now, this morning, we're joined by radio legend David Hamilton and the writer Candy Holdsworth. Good to see you both this morning.
Good morning.
David, as a legend, what do you make of the Express this morning?
Yes, the front page story is about Dominic Raab, who says that he was drummed out by snowflakes in the civil service. He says that he was forced out by activist civil servants. The report, by the way, suggested that staff had been upset by his inquisitorial, that's a good word, direct, impatient and fastidious style. And there's a fine line, isn't there, between bullying and being firm and getting your point across. And I think, you know, bullying in the workplace is horrible. A lot of us have suffered from it. And that awful, you know, Sunday night feeling when you're going in on Monday morning and you dread going in because the boss is so awful. You see, the Daily Mirror has the other side of the story and says a bully and a whinger. So, you know, as always...
What do you believe? What do you believe about this?
Well, I don't know him, so it's very, very hard to say. My daughter, funnily enough, lives in his constituency and had heard some not very nice things, I have to say that. So I may be a little bit biased, but, you know, he's blaming this on the snowflakes and, you know, people just basically wanted to get him out.
Do you think there is that generational divide? Do you think civil servants are snowflakes? And actually, this is just Dominic Raab being assertive and wanting things a certain way done in his office, and he's quite frank with asking for that. And these civil servants can't deal with it.
Well, yeah, basically, they didn't like him much, did they? And they wanted to get rid of him, and sure enough, it's happened. I think it's better that he resigned than that he was pushed.
Well,
I think this is the best,
Bit of a fine line, I think.
Yes, but it's better, isn't it, when it happens that way, rather than the other way.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Rishi has lost a really good ally, you know, somebody who was very much on his side. So it's all very unfortunate. Everything he seems to try to do, somehow something thwarts it, doesn't it?
It gets scuppered, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the Times, shall we? Because, Candice, the Extinction Rebellion lot are out and about in London as we speak. For another 4 days or so. They're being mild-mannered, though.
Yes, well, according to this report on the front page of the Times, they're taking a different approach this year. And there were people quoted in the piece saying that they've learnt from their mistakes and they're not going to shut down the whole of London now. We'll see how it progresses, and we still don't really know what Just Stop Oil are going to be doing. I find this interesting that it's being reported this way. Clearly, they're aware of a lot of the criticism they've received, that their methods are polarizing and people don't like it, and maybe they're not able to get their message across so effectively when they annoy people in the way that they do. A lot of people I know have said, oh, Extinction Rebellion's in town, let's see what's going to happen. So we'll see how things progress over the next few days.
Yeah,
and there'll always be extremists, won't there, in all spheres, but especially Extinction Rebellion. I mean, there are types within that group who do want to cause disruption.
They do. I mean, we saw what happened in Canning Town when they climbed on top of that train and just received such a bad response. And those were people sort of freelancing and doing their own thing. And yeah, that caused a lot of problems for them.
It does make me nervous for the London Marathon on Sunday.
Well, we shall
just have to
see. Let's keep positive about it, though. Let's keep positive. Now, everyone's favourite Duchess, David, Meghan.
We love her, don't we?
Meghan of Sussex, according to the Telegraph, wrote to the then Prince Charles about racism.
Yes, this was after the Oprah interview, and she wrote to him complaining about racism in the royal family, and she wasn't happy with the response that she got from the prince, or now the king. So she's not really happy about anything, is she? She always seems to be in a fight. She's always fighting something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're all getting very...
We're getting fed up with it. I don't know if Harry's getting
very fed up with it, aren't we, really? Yeah. You're getting very bored with it. I mean, I think we're quite happy that she's not coming.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
He can come and sit behind a very large candle.
Everything's a problem, which is an issue.
Everything is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why doesn't she lighten up and have some fun?
Yeah. Well, yes, just like us.
2 young children and, you know, enjoy life in California.
With her millions of pounds, which they've now got. Candice, let's have a look at the Star to wrap up, should we? It's the weather. It says it was going to freeze and then we're going to roast.
I know. So this story on the front page of the Star said that there might be an Arctic blast next week, like a last gasp of winter before we start getting really nice weather before the coronation. So disappointing. I was really looking forward to winter being over. It has been a tough winter. It's just beautiful seeing all the blossoms out now and feeling like the weather's warming up. So one last blast would just be so disappointing. But as long as we're on a track to get better weather, I'm okay. I can deal with it.
No, that'd be all right.
It does feel like there's been so many false starts with spring.
It's wonderful, isn't it? Spring is sprung. What a lovely time of the year. You know, daffodils everywhere, and as Candice said, we've been through this long, hard winter. It's the least we deserve. There's no happy news.
You can get your shorts on, David.
Absolutely, yeah. Get the old shorts on and get out there in the currant bun. I love it. I hope that we're going to have a summer like we had last year. Everybody complained about it last year. I thought it was wonderful.
The heat wave we had.
Yeah, some people complain about anything. You know, complain about rain, snow. We have sunshine. Let's embrace it.
Yeah, well, we do like a whinge, David. Come on. When it comes to the weather, you can never suit all the people all the time.
Like the breeze, do you see?
How well? Yeah.
Sunny with the breeze.
Sunny with the... Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Barbecue
it makes a big difference to your mood, though, doesn't it? When you get up and it's light and...
Do you know something? Even my dog is much happier. My dog is going out and playing in the garden and, you know, playing bally in the garden. She's so much happier. Even my dog is loving it.
There you go, you see. Sadly, we've got to leave it there. David, Candice, thank you very much. Catch up with you a little bit later on.